Oh shit. Today, my friends, today was one of those days. I mean, I'm talking about from last night at what, 11 p.m. PST to now. Battle rap has been drama, and none of it has to do with any battles. Man, there's a lot that happened, man. We're talking about Nunu Nails, we're talking about Tone Bro, Polo, Black Compass Media, DME Detroit, Bill Collector, motherfucking Nunu Nails, Swave Seva, motherfucking colon cleansing, and all this makes for an excellent episode of on the drive home. Where do we fucking start? All right, let's just start with this morning. All right, because last night leaked into this morning, and it all just is a bunch of shenanigans all tied together. All right, motherfucker, don't make me do it, you motherfuckers. Motherfuckers out here in California drive crazy. Where do we fucking start? All right, so there was a Spaces this morning that happened that only got popular because of DNA's Tooth, right? Recorded their space. Motherfucking, God, it's just so much. I don't even know where to fucking start, man. Black Compass Media, all right? Also been dubbed the name Black Compromised Media, okay? They are the center of a lot of controversy today, all right? So you've got DNA's Tooth recording this live, all right? And he's getting it out there because that's the only way I really listen to the Spaces is if DNA's Tooth is recording it. Nunu Nails gets on there. She tags everybody, and she's like, pull up, motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers been talking shit. I did what I did. Pull up, motherfuckers. So all these motherfuckers pull up regarding this Swave Seva drama, all right? And pretty much Nunu Nails says, yeah, Swave was in there taking interviews at a private URL event, and I let him finish his interview, and then as soon as he was done, I told him, you know, don't be doing that shit in here. Don't come in here talking about interviews or battles or shit from other people, all right? You're gonna come in here, you're gonna talk about URL shit. If you're not gonna talk about URL shit, then fucking kick rocks, all right? And so Swave pretty much felt a way about that. What up, O-Dog? Swave pretty much felt a way about that, you know what I'm saying? So he went and expressed his feelings to ARP. ARP used that as motherfucking ammunition to fight back because he's been getting shit that MBS has no proof. They cannot prove that Beasley told them he'll give them $2,000 for to not talk about RBE events. So Nunu Nails is addressing it because she's been getting a lot of shit. Swave Seva is addressing it because he's been getting a lot of shit. And Nunu Nails pretty much said, I don't give a fuck, right? I will tell a motherfucker, don't be in here talking about that ops. You know, she wouldn't name them. The ops, we know who the ops are. That's RBE. Don't be in here talking about the ops, nigga. All right, nigga. Don't be in here talking about the ops. You know how Nunu talks. And she stood on that. She's like, I don't give a fuck who does it, when it happens, whatever happens, I'm gonna let you know. Don't come in here talking about another league's event, right? And on one respect, I get it, right? On another respect, it kind of was it O-Dog? Yo, May 27th, Oakland, California is gonna be at the Rock Ridge Improvement Club for a Toys Rap Battle League. Me versus Taurus. Also, battle I just locked in is me versus QP. Holy shit, going down on Angry Fans channel. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up in the next couple months too. Thanks for asking. But so Nunu now says I don't give a fuck, and everyone just pretty much has to accept it. And the reality of America is, who gives a fuck, right? If you're at a URL event, you probably shouldn't be asking questions about RBE, because RBE is the ops, right? And Swave Seva, being a neutral person, he kind of needs to be able to read the room a little bit better and understand that he shouldn't be asking those kind of questions in that particular space, all right? So, is Nunu wrong? A tiny bit. Is Swave Seva wrong? A little bit. Is ARP wrong? ARP's wrong for throwing his boy under the bus. I mean, let's just be clear. You threw your boy under the bus, and you know that's a little bit of a character flaw shot there, but I'm sure he can bounce back from it. Just one round versus QP, one round battle on Angry Fans channel. You got the Harlem Legend and Reaper Rel, like Supreme Shot, all that shit, and then the battles that just happened. So I'm supposed to be on the next card versus QP. He hasn't announced the date yet, but you know, your boy's already started writing. You know what I'm saying? He just confirmed it with me last night. So shout out to Caps, shout out to Angry Fan. You know what I'm saying? Be Nasty versus QP is going to go down on Angry Fans channel, and the battle is going to be we're both going to be betting $300. So you know what I'm saying? I've been putting a pin to the pad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate you showing love for that. Are you cool with Harlem Legend and Quad now? Me and Harlem Legend are cool. I mean, he apologized, right? Quad, I don't really have anything else to say to Quad. I mean, I pretty much bodied Quad live, you know what I'm saying? And he hasn't clapped back since then. He's been pretty quiet about it, so you know I don't have much to say. I don't really want to bully a nigga that I've already bodied. Plus he's not attacking me anymore, so I'm already up 3-0. They can keep talking their shit and getting into other business and whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Best of luck to those guys. But as far as Harlem goes, I think me and Harlem are cool. You know what I'm saying? I commented on their you know, their live they had the other day, and he posted it up, so I think it's chat there. You know, I just think it was crazy they thought I was DNA's tooth. Like, I like how you held your own. Appreciate that, old dog. Yeah, man, I had to, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are gonna make a whole 3-hour blog about me and expect not to hear anything back from me, like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a battle rapper myself. Like, you're not just gonna slander my name in the public and think you're gonna get away with it. But I appreciate that love, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't put up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's out here really looking for DNA's tooth. You know what I'm saying? They really want to hurt him. There's been like 5 people already who've been hurt over that shit. And I go wherever I want. You know what I'm saying? I go to any city, any state, any country. I don't have funk with nobody. So if somebody's got a problem with me, I'm going to address it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Or at my first opportunity to. Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't play like that. But yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, Nunu Nails, whatever, right? And Nunu Nails isn't even the top of URL. So if it didn't come from Smacker Beasley, then I think that it's not, you know, it shouldn't be considered a URL statement, right? I think it's just kind of a Nunu statement saying whatever the fuck she's saying. So whatever. Tone Bro in DME Detroit. So DME Detroit says he hasn't spoken on Tone Bro. Tone Bro keeps bringing him up. So then DME keeps clapping back. But then they went down the list and they were just talking shit about everybody pretty much. But Tone really, really seems to have an issue with DME, and he seems to really have an issue with Norbs. Did you check out those lives today? Did you see those lives at all today? that's a good question. Why would he care about what Nunu has to say? I guess because he knows that Nunu has power, and you know, Nunu has some weight. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think it was more on it. Like she was just saying like, oh, hey dog, don't do that, dog. And if somebody says that to me, I'm not gonna call up 3 of my friends about it. So it sounds like there was more to the story that they aren't revealing, right? Like Swave didn't actually say what Nunu said, and Swave is a legend. Big facts. I actually met Swave when he battled Anderson Burris. I drove down from the Bay to LA to those caffeine battles when they were battling. You know, they're doing all those caffeine battles in LA. Swave Seva is a cool motherfucker, man. So I got no hate for Swave. And Swave even admits himself he needs to work on his interview skills. He needs to work on his people skills and all that kind of shit. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I can see how he had the little mishap, but you know, he's got to be a little more aware of what he's doing. But shout out Swave, because he's a cool ass guy actually. If I had the opportunity, I would like to get him out here on the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she is. Sometimes she could be a little more extra than usual, but I do feel like she was being a little extra. But I mean, whatever. Like, I guess if you know that somebody is that way, right, you kind of just gonna expect them to always be that way. You're gonna expect them to always be consistent like that, right? And yeah, you know, she's cute and beautiful and all that, but she will just turn on the nigga switch real quick, you know what I mean, and get at your file. So I think, right, to your point, she was a little extra. I do think she was a little extra, because there's no reason why a grown-ass man would call 3 other grown-ass men about a small comment, right? If the comment was small, then I could see, oh, whatever, I'm just not gonna do that no more. But he was in his feelings, right? He really got in his feelings to where he had to tap in with his bros. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, you know, she made me feel some kind of way. Like something more happened that isn't being revealed, that is probably a little telling. You know what I'm saying? Or might be more ammo for ARP to use, because a simple nudge on the shoulder, hey dog, we you know what I'm saying, we let's not do that right here, right? Let's not do that right now, right? If it was like that, it wouldn't be this whole situation at all. He wouldn't have mentioned it to nobody. So you knew it had to be a lot more for a nigga to be pissed off. You know, a grown ass man. I mean, he's probably what, twice the age Nunu. It had to be some shit where she was like damn near embarrassing the nigga or something. Do I think ARP is wrong for telling on Swave? I think he definitely violated the bro code. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, you know, he heard some information from his boy, and without consulting his boy or anything like that, he took that information and he used it as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, like, you know, wrong. I don't know if I'd use the term wrong, but he violated the bro code. I mean, that's just, you know, whether, however it was sloppy in the scene or whatever, he violated the bro code. I told you something, I can fight it in you. You know what I'm saying? Don't use that for fucking legal findings and in court, and don't be subpoenaing me and calling me up because I told you that the op said something, right? Like, that's not cool. I mean, let's just keep it real. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And he knows that. He should know that it's not cool. I think this was a rare time where ARP really got in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Where ARP is really vulnerable, and you can tell that this shit's really bothering him. You know what I'm saying? He's got to pay legal fees. You know what I'm saying? He has to put time into defending this fucking Daylight King Los battle. Like, time, effort, thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so that's somehow that's got him all the way in his feelings, right? because he went completely against his character. Because that's all we know ARP4 is being a stand-up guy. Like, I was surprised when he actually said Swave's name, because I was watching that interview. And he was like, you know, something like, you know, he had his posters up here, and he's going something along the lines of, you know, there's other people that this happened to. There's other people that this happened to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one dealing with this. There's a recent situation. Shit. This just happened to Swave. Right. I couldn't believe that either, because I was like, whoa. Like, you're just, like, I could see if it was somebody that didn't fuck with the URL at all, right? Or even just, like, I don't know, somebody that, no, let me not throw her in there. Just somebody that doesn't fuck with the URL, right? Where if you throw them under the bus, there isn't gonna be a huge backlash, right? Like, if my homeboy tells me some shit about this motherfucker, but I know he doesn't even fuck with you like that, that's probably easier, right? But Swave goes to all their events. He's filming at their events. He's talking about them constantly. He just, not just, but he battled Anderson Burris, and I'm sure he's gonna battle on there again, or was supposed to battle on there again. So I personally would not have done that. I would have used more caution. Maybe, you know, I understand how it feels to be upset. So maybe if I was in my feelings like that and I said this happened to somebody else, right? He was on the hot spot because they were asking about MBS. Yeah, he was on the hot spot because MBS hasn't proved their shit, and Beasley denied it. Beasley denying it, now you look bad. Oh yeah, he definitely felt the pressure. Because the pressure's on him now, right? I think for the first time, the pressure's on him, and because of the fact he's never had pressure on him like this, he doesn't know how to handle it. I think that's what happened, honestly, because we never saw this come out of his character. I think the fact that he's usually the underdog, just repping for the brand and keeping it real and keeping it solid and doing good business and all that kind of stuff. That's what he's used to doing, right? He's never used to being the one attacked, right? I mean, if he's being attacked, it's just because they're calling him KFC or something like that, right? He's never used to being attacked for being greasy or slimy, right? This is the first time, to my knowledge, we're seeing him be attacked in this way. And the fact that he's never had to deal with that in the public eye, he was reaching, he was scratching. He was like, oh shit, MBS, they're not, oh fuck, they're not, the videos, I made this big blog, I shook the culture. You know what, this nigga did it. This nigga did it too. This nigga, you see this thing right here, it happened to him too. Okay, it wasn't just me. I think that's what happened, bro. I think that's what happened. He was under that pressure, you know what I'm saying? And he never done with that shit before. So he's like, you know, he got desperate. He got desperate, he got vulnerable, and now we're still here. And part of me was like, oh, okay. Like when it first came out, let's keep going up. When it first came out, I was like, oh shit, well, it don't even matter if the MBS nigga pulls up the files. It happened to Swave Seva. Right there, right? And Swave, you know, confirmed it like 11%, but very low percentage, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was like, oh, the MBS nigga not giving the audio. All right, look, it happened to Swave. See, I told you. It happened to one of my closest friends who probably was at my goddamn bridal shower or baby shower, or, you know, it sounds like Swave is his homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Top 3 bloggers. It's a good question, because I'm learning about new bloggers all the time. And I know some of these people don't like each other, right? I get that. I think my number one favorite right now is, I'm gonna have to go DME. It's probably my number one favorite. DME, Angry, top 3. I kind of want to give like a top 5, right? Who I watch pretty much on the regular: Piperboy, Angry Fan, DME, and then, you know, I definitely see the Tooth. You know what I'm saying? Tooth, I don't know what he's classified as. What about you? What's your top 3? Oh yeah, Angry Fan's definitely in there. Well, who's your top 3? Who would you say your top 3 bloggers are? Top 3 bloggers and top 3 battlers. And shit, to answer that question, my top 3 battlers right now, it's probably, I mean, before this recent loss, I'd say like current Shotgun Suge was up there. Easy's up there, and I'll jump overseas and give some props to Benzo. Restore order. Okay, yeah. All right, I feel you. All right, and then top 3 battlers. The Source just battled him, and Real Deal just battled him. He's like the UK champ. He's like the premier UK champ, I think. He battled the Source recently, and he battled Real Deal when Real Deal was still holding on to the belt. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope you know, ARP brings himself out of this situation. But, you know, at the same time, I think this is actually good for ARP. And I'll explain what I mean by that. It's bad publicity, but they do say that Easy, Mook, Danny. Oh yeah, Danny's fired. And Mook is on a tear right now too. Yeah, I'd have to say Mook's right under there too. Motherfucking keep going on. What the fuck I was talking about? Motherfucking anyways. So Cola is and BCM, tell them, bro, they're all on this, you know, panel, right? And they're just going over all of these bloggers, right? Then they get to Piperboy, and they say Piperboy's views are fake. Oh yeah, come through to the event. Got you. Piperboy is being blamed for buying views, right? Which I think Battle Booth was accused of a couple days ago. But what's funny is they're not discussing the views of caffeine, right? We could talk about, oh, these hundreds or thousands of views down here. What about these caffeine millions of views, right? Why aren't we discussing that? Why aren't we discussing why Easy can't use these caffeine views to get roles? Why isn't it credible? Why can't it help my entertainment career outside of this paywall, right? Those are interesting numbers, I think, to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because they show the clicker on the channel, how many you get a month. It doesn't even get, you know, 1 million, but these battles have millions of views, allegedly. Like, somebody's got some explaining to do. Anyway, So Piperboy gets wind of this. He jumps on his channel. He starts going off. I think I'm watching Angry Fans fucking live first. And then I see Piperboy motherfucking notification pop up, and then he's saying, and people are saying. So I go over to Piperboy shit. He's going off. Oh, nigga, I built you. I woo. And he was saying that they were blaming him for having like only they were blaming him for having just fucking 200 people in the chat and then having 40,000 on a video, which is just, I mean, if we're false claiming, that is the true definition of false claiming, right? It is not like that at all. But they were trying to make it seem like he was buying views, which is just complete bullshit. This nigga's not buying views. He gets views. He just gets views. He's been in the culture for a minute. He's got, what, 50, 60,000 subscribers? Of course he's getting views. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That was a dart. That was pissing in the wind. I don't know what the fuck that was about. It's just been a fucking drama-filled fucking day, yo. A lot of people are saying Black Compass Media is Black Compromise Media. They have all these reasons. They feel that way. It was just a mess. It's been an uproar all goddamn day, and everything is pretty much intertwined within each other, but it's all, you know, it's like every corner of battle rap there's just some drama going on. What else? Tone Bro was going off on Norbs, saying that he helped Norbs build his channel, and Norbs is clapping back at him. He's talking shit about him. I can't wait to hear what Norbs got to say about that, right? I think like everybody has something to blog about, and there's nothing but continuous drama going on. With that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. At Easy2Be Nasty on Twitter and Instagram. That's what they're saying. They're saying he is completely compromised. And you know, it's a I don't know, some ways you can see it. I mean, the way that made me think there was something going on is he's on the Angry Fan panel. Not Angry Fan, the Champion panel, judging for who is the battle of the year or who is, you know, important in the year. But you have an artist that is included in that, and you're making decisions in a small group of people of who should be where on that list. I definitely think Shotgun Suge should have won Champion of the Year, hands down. I don't give a fuck. That's, of course, that's how I feel. Whatever, people can feel different, but I definitely felt like Suge was Champion of the Year. But you had some people that shouldn't have even been on the list. Like Rosenberg Raw should have been on the list. Like I cannot understand how Rosenberg Raw was not on the top 20 list. Like he should have for sure been on the list. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting it down for a while. Some call him the face of RBE. You know what I'm saying? Like, Well, here's how I feel about that situation. So, I grew up in Oakland, California, right? I was born in the city. I was raised in a town, you know what I'm saying? I'm Bay Area all around, right? And here in the Bay Area, there are people that look different that all say nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in East Oakland and you Latino brother, you Indian brother, you white, whatever, everybody kind of talks the same way. So it's weird if somebody isn't talking that way, right? It's just the way that it is, right? I know it's not like that across the states. There's a rapper named V Nasty. She's out of East Oakland, right? White chick. She's saying nigga. That shit went crazy viral, right? I think it's different. It's different compared to where you're at. So out here, hearing nigga from different nationalities is pretty normal, right? It's just, that's the way it is out here, right? So I don't know how it is out there. You feel me? I think the only parts of Michigan I've been to is Electric Forest, performing at Electric Forest. That's the only parts of Michigan I've been to. You know what I'm saying? Answer your question, I don't really care. To answer your question, that I don't really care that he said it. If that's what it is around there, I don't really care. I also understand that he's Chaldean, right? And so that also makes me lean more towards it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a, I mean, if you say nigga, you say nigga. If you're reaching to say nigga, if you're like, I was on the boulevard hanging with my niggas, like, all right. But if you was me and my niggas and we was living the thing, if that's your shit where you're at, if that's acceptable where you're at, that's acceptable where you're at. You know what I'm saying? But there are places where that's not acceptable. You know what I mean? So that's my stance on it. Honestly. What's the name? I think what? I think Bill, no. Scribbled out. Yeah. So, I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel about it? That was a good question. That was a good question. How do you feel about it, though? I want to know that. I want to know how you're feeling. Because you said you stopped watching his content, right? Yeah, I mean, I understand. And you're not alone if you feel that way. Yeah, if you feel that way, you know, that's how you feel, you know what I mean? And that's you know, where you're at is probably, that's not acceptable. Because it's not acceptable everywhere. You know what I mean? And those are just facts. But good fucking question. What do you think about Nas making the drop for him? I think Nas was like, my favorite Chaldean, this is for my niggas and my white boys too. What do you think about Nas showing him some props there? Yeah, man. But yeah, if you get a chance, check out that Piperboy Ether, because that boy was cooking. It's just a day full of all kind of shit, man. It was just everywhere you looked, it was just pop, 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 pop. Turn here, pop, 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 pop. You turn here, woo, woo, woo. Beep, 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 pop, pop, pop. Shit, just across the board. You know what I'm saying? And everybody contributed. It seemed like there was contributions today from all corners. In this industry, we know our own don't stick together when money's on the line. Hey, that's big facts. That is big fucking facts, man. People see some green, gone, yo. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the live. I appreciate the convo. And, yee.